Hello folks, I'm over on the What Car website again today, and mainly because they've listed basically each car brand and the most reliable car in that brand. Reliability is not everything in a car. We also need excitement and comfort and style and anything else that sort of floats your boat. But reliability is obviously a big factor. No point having a car if it doesn't work, is there? Also, as well, remember that reliability is sometimes down to how the car's driven and how the car's maintained, although some cars are obviously much more reliable than others. So we're going to start with Alfa. Alfa typically are not one of the most reliable car brands, and that goes back some years really. The Giulia is their most reliable car. Next is the Audi TT. That was the most reliable Audi in the survey. They go for the 40 TFSI Sport, essentially the new version of the thing I've got set out on the drive at the moment. BMW, it's the X3, it's the xDrive 20i MHT X line. They do mention here, and this has been a bit of a common thing in recent years, that the petrols perform slightly better than the diesels in terms of the reliability and how quick they are to get back on the road. With BMW, quite a few of the brands actually, petrols seem to be better in terms of reliability and turnaround times than diesels. But obviously the technology is a bit more complex these days. Citroën, the best one there is the C3 Aircross. 1.2 PureTech 110 Shine Plus is their pick of the range. Dacia is the Duster, 97.7% reliability score. Ford is the Puma, the 1 litre EcoBoost 155 mild hybrid ST line. Like to see how that one performs when it's a little bit older, because some of those older EcoBoost engines don't perform very well at all. As a new car, it's obviously doing okay, although for it to be the best Ford and it's only got 92% is not fantastic. So Honda, it's the CR-V, no massive surprise there, 98.8% reliability. They do mention here, Honda have always been sort of famously reliable, but they only finished 14th in the survey. Above Ford, Peugeot and Volkswagen, but below Skoda and Toyota. Hyundai, it's the Kona, 98.4%. Jag, it's the XE. This is quite a good score for a Jag, 94.7%. They've struggled a lot in recent years, but that's not a bad score on the XE. With Kia, they're saying the Picanto here, but that's actually the Stonic. So I think this is a bit of a typo. 96% reliability, and they remind you there that you've got a 7-year, 100,000 mile warranty with one of those in any case. Land Rover, 90%, and it's the Range Rover Velar. That seems to perform better than some of the others in the range. Overall, Land Rover was the second worst performing brand in the survey. With Lexus, it's the UX, that got 98.4%. It's really not that exciting a car, the UX. It's probably the worst one in the Lexus range, I would have thought, but it always does well with reliability. Mazda's the CX-5. I love a CX-5. I still think that's a very good looking car and underrated by a lot of people. They do suggest going for the petrol because these are nearly half as likely to go wrong as diesels. And that's been the case, I think, more or less since the CX-5 sort of came to market about 10 years ago. Mercedes is the B-Class. Now, Mercedes don't tend to do too well in these things in recent years. The B-Class here has got 98.7%. Again, if it were a Mercedes, I would probably go for a petrol rather than a diesel. MG is the ZS EV, got 96.5% reliability. Mini's the convertible, it actually got 100%, but I don't imagine there were thousands of those in the survey, in fairness. Minis haven't always done well, and they don't age particularly well at times. So Nissan is the Leaf, 89.7%. That's not that great, is it? The old Leaf was a bit of a juggernaut, and it went on for a bit, but this newer one, when you think 10% of the people that responded to the survey have had theirs break down in the last year, that's not wonderful. Peugeot's the 5008, nice big 7-seat SUV, 94.6%. Porsche is the Macan, 97.9%. But Porsche as a brand were down in 25th place, although this had more to do with high repair costs when things went wrong than its cars suffering lots of faults. Renault's the 𝗇𝙗𝙉 with 96.8%. That's a good result for Renault. Overall, they were 16th out of 30 manufacturers. Again, that's not too bad for Renault. Say it's the Arona at 95.2%. As a brand, it was a bit disappointing, I would say, for Seat, 17th place out of 30. Skoda is the Superb, 99.2%. I love a Superb. I think they're brilliant cars. The Skoda Superb lives up to its name. It's well priced, yet has a vast interior that's both practical and of high quality. Even though many of the Superbs we were told about were out of warranty, Skoda paid for 100% of the repairs and faults were fixed in a day or less. That's fantastic. Suzuki is the Swift, 99.3%. That's fantastic. Suzuki reliability is generally brilliant. Tesla was the Model 3, 93.3%. Tesla was slap bang in the middle of this reliability survey, finishing 15th out of 30 manufacturers. Toyota's the RAV4, 99.1%. Vauxhall's the Crossland, 93.2%. As a brand, Vauxhall did pretty badly, finishing 22nd out of 30. Volkswagen is the T-Roc, 96.3%. As a brand, VW finished 10th out of 20. Volvo, it's the S60. I think the S60 is a glorious looking thing, well underrated in my opinion. 93.8% that finished on. And that's it, folks. Just a quick one. I thought you might find it interesting. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Let me know in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already done so. And please follow me on the other social medias. On Instagram, I'm at @NotAGuruJim. On Twitter, @NotAGuru3. And on Facebook, definitely Not a Guru. It's a bit of an embarrassment, the rest of my sort of social media following. So please, please be one of the few that listens to my ramblings on those different platforms. Thanks ever so much for watching, and thanks always for all your support. See you next time.